Hey, what's going on, everyone? Today's November the 14th, 2021. I wanted to come in today and speak to you all about Airbnb. You guys can see from my price chart, look, I'm not hiding anything from you all. We did a price prediction in Airbnb on April the 1st, 2021. And look at what the price did in Airbnb. That's one thing about understanding price analysis and being fully transparent with our subscribers is that we're not hiding anything from you all. You guys can see what price did in relation to our price prediction back in April, and you can see where price is now. So before I talk about this and how I can kind of see Airbnb trying to make all-time highs, keep it locked in here. If you guys want to learn more, if you guys just want to be ahead of everyone else, then make sure you tap in. Hit the like button, share the video, and also subscribe to the channel. I would also highly recommend that you tap that bell notification as well, because you don't want to miss out on our price predictions. I'm not here to give you any confusion. I'm not going to talk to you about technical indicators and technical analysis and fundamental analysis, because all of it is confusion. Just look at what people are doing with their money. Money talks, and it does. And the language is being spoken to us from the price chart. All you had to do is look at that, and then you can understand where we're trying to go into the market. So first of all, you might say, well, you didn't get your price prediction correct back in April. You was looking for the price in Airbnb to go up, and instead of it going up, it went down. You're right. It goes that way. You're not going to get every price prediction correct. Now, depending on your time preference, right? If you're looking for the market to be such and such price at a year standpoint, a monthly time frame, 6 months, 3 years, however, then we're not wrong. But given that the price went down massively, I would take the brunt of that hit. Yeah, I didn't get it right. I will be real with you all. Being from April to November time frame, the price has been trading below our expectations. That's not a good thing. So yeah, I'll take the hit of it. We didn't get this price prediction correct in Airbnb, even though now you can tell that the market is up there around $206.54, definitely exceeded our price target area. Now for us, we're not trying to be in these plays long. We don't want to keep our money locked up for extremely long periods of time like other people are trying to get you all to do. They want you to keep your money locked up for 5, 10, 15 years to where you can't take that opportunity cost in other markets. We want to come in, grab the bag, and move on to the next play to make more money. When your money is locked up, you can't do nothing with it. It's locked up. And all these other markets out here in the stock space is making money every day. There's always opportunities. But if your money is locked up for 5 years, you cannot use that money to make more money. That is ridiculous, right? Now, yeah, you can have a small stash, small bag laid aside that you're just going to simply keep it locked up for a long time. And I'm not saying that I'm against that. But you also need to have another bag to where you can move on and can accumulate more profits. So now, let me go ahead and get rid of it. You guys can see as the price in Airbnb continue to go down throughout the month of April, May, June, July, August, the lowest was around 30%. We were down. But that's where support came in. And since then, the market price in Airbnb has been going up. So if you were to grab the bag on the last trade day of last week, 9.83%, right? So let me get rid of it. Didn't like it. We didn't get that one right. So now let me clean up my chart, because a lot of time has passed since then, and we got a lot more information that we can utilize to our benefit. So first things first, I'm going to show you all where restriction is into the market in Airbnb now. It's still around $215. So as I show you all these varying time frames of the price chart, we need to try to figure out what is the probability of seeing Airbnb break above $215 and try to make all-time highs. All right, so keep that in mind. So I'm gonna hold that line there. And then the second thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to take this other horizontal line and use it to show you all what the trend is into the market in Airbnb. We are in a very strong upward trend into Airbnb. I don't care what anyone tries to convince you of. As long as this price in Airbnb maintains this ascending line, we will always go up in price. Now, my qualm is that we're breaking away from the trend. You guys can see how the market in Airbnb was just hugging this ascending line right here, right? We were just really hugging the market as price went up. Well, now the last couple of trading days, we broke away from that ascending line. That's the only issue I can see to see this market come back down in price, is that we have broken away from what we were accustomed to back here in July, August, September timeframe. We broke away from that. That simply means that we can see the price come back down in Airbnb. I don't want you to be oblivious to see that we cannot come down. That is the only thing that I can notice that will bring back down the price. It's because we're becoming overextended. So let's look at this on a 3-day time frame for Airbnb, because even off the weakness that came into the market in Airbnb on this last 3-day price bar, right? You guys can see that we saw a lot of volume and the market in Airbnb closed off of the highs. Look at that. But we were still able to see the price go up. So even amongst all the volume, all the selling that came in on that last completed 3-day price bar right here, the market was still able to go up. That tells me how strong this market is in Airbnb as to, yeah, we can see the price make all-time highs probably towards the end of this year. This market strength in Airbnb is definitely still apparent from a 3-day perspective. All right, cool. Let's look at this on a weekly time frame then. So this is the market strength in Airbnb on the week. Look at this. The last 2 weeks, we've seen about the same amount of volume, and it definitely stands out from what the volume was the last 6 weeks. We're definitely seeing a lot more participation from the market in regards to Airbnb. What's going on? The market saw a very wide spread on the week of November the 1st, right? And then we saw the selling come in last week, November the 8th. Sellers came in, but the market was still able to overcome those who sold their stock in Airbnb and was able to bring the market up here towards the high of the bar. Now, I don't want you all to think that there's nothing but strength here on this weekly time frame, because there's still selling going on what happened last week. So I don't want you all to think that all of the sellers are gone out the market, because they're not. Let's look at this on a 3 weeks time frame. Look at that very wide spread in Airbnb. So far the market looked like it wants to at least go to 215, right? Look at this on the monthly. 5-day time frame. So I'm still looking for the price in Airbnb to go up. I am. But within restraints. I'm not necessarily seeing the price in Airbnb go to $300 or $350. No, I'm not necessarily saying that. I want us to focus in on seeing this price try to make all-time highs. That's where I'm looking at the price in Airbnb trying to hit, which will give us around what? 4% to hit 220. It's around 6.38% market movement in Airbnb right there. Okay. So given that that's the case, we definitely need to be focused in on the price coming down. And as long as price comes down in Airbnb and we don't break this ascending line, then the market expectation will be for price to go up. Now, if we break this ascending line, then again, like on my last price prediction, we need to cut it. Just take the loss, move on to the next play to grab the bag again somewhere else. This is how you're able to be non-emotional when you come into the market and trade, is because we already have a plan as to what we would do when price comes and acts a certain way, right? So don't be surprised to see the market in Airbnb come down. I'm telling you that already. So we don't have to be emotional to see Airbnb's price come down, because we can actually expect that. The market in Airbnb has already shown us, based off us breaking away from that ascending line, that is something that we need to consider. And under that consideration, as long as the price is able to maintain that ascending line, then we can expect price to go up, and it will always go up as long as the price maintains that trend. Simplicity is the name of the game. All right. So I'm playing the strength into the market in Airbnb. So far, 215 is the first spot for us to try to eat out the market in Airbnb. That will give us around 4% profitability. Not a lot. We can nibble. We can use that as a snack. For us to hit 220, it's around 6.25%, 6.5% right there. Okay. So I wanted to come in, provide everyone an updated price movement in Airbnb and us looking for the market to go up. We've identified where we're going to take the bag in Airbnb and where and how long we would keep this play ongoing as long as this price maintains that ascending line. Just that easy, just that simple. Now I can see two areas of support The first one is around 190. The second area is right there around $185. Okay, so I'm looking at those areas as support too, under the premise that we see the price come down in Airbnb. So all in all, we're going to go ahead and continue to play the strength here in this particular market. I like what's been going on recently. So we're just making sure that we are in place to capitalize from what everyone else is trying to do. All right, so that's it. It's your turn. I want you all to let me know, where do you all think the price in Airbnb is going to go over the next 3 weeks? Do you think it's going to go up? Do you think it's going to make all-time highs? Or do you think we need to take a break and come back down? I mean, just let me know. Call the markets. This is what we do. So it's your turn. Hit me up. Make sure you maintain a profitability. And as always, trade different.